a recap episode. A fucking recap episode. 13 episodes in, and they give us a recap episode. Look, I'm not mad, Vrains, but I'm very fucking disappointed. Hey guys, xthedarkone here, and there was a new episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains. Was it a new episode? Was it really a new episode? Or was it a fucking placeholder, waste of time piece of shit? It was the latter. It was the waste, placeholder, waste of time piece of shit. And you know what pisses me off the most, right? The episode started off so good. And the fact that Playmaker Yusuke was just sat there having a hot dog or a sandwich and eating a sandwich and, you know, having a nom, munching away. And then fucking Emma approaches the fucking hot dog van. I was there going, holy shit, has she figured out who Playmaker is? Has she fucking figured out? What the fuck? Are we going to get a Ghost Girl Yusuke duel? At the minute I saw Ghost Girl Emma at that hot dog cart at the beginning of the episode, I was like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Whoa. But turns out, from what we can tell, it was just a chance meeting. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Just a chance meeting. I go, oh, I like Playmaker. I would like to duel him one day. And off I go. Intros. So you know what? Let's hop on the Vrain Train. And you know what? No. I'm going to fight fire with fire on this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to review this episode as it was fucking presented. I'm going to take every episode I've made of this show, every review I've done of all the episodes, and I'm going to throw in chunks of it right now. So, let's hop on the Vrain Train and have a recap of my last fucking 11 episodes. So as I said, the episode started great. We got to see Playmaker. We got to see, he was out there going, overhearing this conversation. And she's like, that Playmaker, I like him, I'd duel him, I'd shag him. She didn't say that. I'd fucking duel him. She fucks off, and we're just like, oh, I guess that just happened then, did it? After that all happened, we then go back to Yusuke, who's like, oh, is everything okay? Talking to his mate, and he's like, oh, I'm just knacked. I'm knacked. I'm absolutely knacked. I'm fucking knacked, Yusuke. I'm fucking knackered, mate, because I got to go online all the time, fucking surfing the web, finding all this shit about you, all your shit, and deleting it. The minute he said that, I was like, I knew exactly what was going to happen. I knew how this episode was going to end. He's going to make this documentary, and then it's going to get deleted. Let's talk. We then cut to Ignace. He's got his body back. He's flexing and he's talking to that little house robot that was helping him, who's now got more of a personality. And he's like, "Oh, when I'm all smart, I'm gonna make you smarter, and we're gonna fucking do shit, and we're gonna play that game." I think that he was implying they're gonna have some kind of weird robot sex. Whether that was implied or they're going to do it, I don't fucking know. It was a weird scene. We then cut to fucking Yamato. You remember Yamato, the fucking journalist, and that pigeon who's his cameraman? We cut to them and I'm like, okay, what are these guys all about? Turns out they've bought the information of Playmaker from Ghost Girl. She's recorded everything of Playmaker, done an interview, and she's given all that stuff to fucking this guy for a price. And then the minute he was like, oh, I've got all this editing software in the game. And then I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I swear to God, don't do it. That was me. That was my actual reaction. I swear to God, don't you do it. Sure enough, they started going through all the footage, which happened to be our callback episode, our recaps. And then the first recap we had was episode 1, where Playmaker had to take on the fucking Knight of Hanoi.
But yeah, the duel goes, he summons, he quickly summons his fucking, he quickly summons his Cracking Dragon Grommet. Yeah, that's right. It's called Cracking Dragon. I love it. What a name. I hope they keep the name. I really do. I really want them to keep the name for the English release. When it comes out in English, I hope they call it Cracking Dragon.
Coming back, we then cut to the to Yamato and all that, having an interview, showing the interview of Ghost Girl, and she's going all fucking basic instinct on us, crossing her fucking legs. I mean, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious with that shit? Are you fucking serious with that basic instinct bollock? We then cut to footage of the Playmaker fighting Go, and we saw that the basis of that duel happen. Along comes another data storm. Yusuke, of course, jumps in, gets another card, and then just starts link summoning like a motherfucker. Like, link summoning here, link summoning there. We then see more of the interview where, you know, Ghost Girl's like, oh, I don't think Playmaker's, I think he's a hero, I think he's done good, he's defending people. She's basically backing him up and on his side, and I think, okay, that's interesting that she's kind of on his side. She realises what he's done and everything. She's kind of like, I was like, oh, okay, so, oh, right, so they're actually gonna, you know, maybe people are gonna find out what Playmaker did. That's pretty cool. We then cut to just more shit happening, more basic instinct crap. Then finally we get the whole flashback, all the flashbacks of the fucking revolver Playmaker duel. Yusuke destroys the beat link wall dragon, whatever it is, the defense dragon. He destroys that. Fucking Revolver does a shit ton of drawing, tries to destroy Firewall. Yusuke's like, fuck off, countered that. Revolver then takes the monster back, takes control of the monster with his card's effect. Apparently it can do that. He took control of Yusuke's monster. He's going to end the duel. Yusuke's like, no, trap card. Just backwards and forward. The duel just went into hyperdrive at this point. Just move after move after move. And then Yusuke, uses a trap card which takes out all Sideburst monsters. And then at the end of the turn, it brings all monsters it destroyed back to his side of the field. Back to the field, which meant that Firewall Dragon came back to his side of the field. And I suppose. So he tries attacking, he uses effect, Revolver's like, fuck, I'm going to wipe you out. Playmaker's like, no, we've got a card in the graveyard, remove that. Firewall is unaffected by all shit. And so it's like, bollocks, what are we going to do? And so Playmaker then plays another card, which then powers up M-Code Talker. He tries to attack. Fucking Revolver! No! Another effect! Another I play a trap card now. This trap card lets me equip a card. It lets me just get rid of one Varrow monster. Equips to my bomber. Not bomber dragon. Is it bomber dragon? Equips to my big fucking dragon. He can then select another card, and I'm just selecting his effect then activates. Revolver just fucking, it's like effect tandem with this guy. And then the episode finishes with the fucking guy, clicking everything. He's finished all his research. Oh, I've made it. He's all happy. Oh, I spent a lot of money and we lost a few of our bonuses, but when this thing goes up, we're going to be rich. We're going to be successful journalists. He's achieved his lifelong dream. That's awesome. And then Playmaker, Yusuke, like a dick, deletes it, making the entire episode pointless. You know what events happened in that episode now? You know what the most eventful thing in that episode was? Because Playmaker destroyed the footage. What was the most eventful thing that happened? Yusuke ate a fucking sandwich. What was the sandwich? What type of sandwich was it? Did Playmaker like it? Did he make it himself? Or did his mate make it? Or did maybe a girl who liked him make it? Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck cares? It's a fucking sandwich, and yet it's the most interesting thing to happen in this whole episode. If the documentary had been allowed to sort of continue to exist, that had been something. I don't care if they made the recap episode and then had that documentary actually get released to the point where people saw it, maybe even to the point where people saw it and went, oh, wait, is that Playmate? Is that Yusuke? Like, that would have been interesting. If the documentary that the Yamato made had a purpose in the show, I'd forgive this episode entirely. I'd be like, okay, I hate clip shows, I hate recap episodes, especially this fucking early on, but at least it had a purpose. The fact that Yusuke deleted it for the sake of comedy, it fucking pointless. It made the episode pointless. May as well have shut in my own mouth. Pointless. And the problem is, I can't even theorise. There's nothing, I can't do a theory section. There's no theories to be done, because Nothing was added to this episode. Nothing was added that I haven't already said before. Pointless. So, I thought of something else. I had to do the one thing I said I would never do. I had to watch the previews. I had to. Watching this, I had no other choice. If I didn't watch the preview, I'd have fuck all to talk about right now. I would have fuck all to talk about right now. So I did. I watched the preview this one time. It's the only time I'm going to do it. I watched the preview this one time, and actually, next episode looks good. Basically, the preview implies that Ghost Girl is challenging Yusuke to a duel. Yusuke just seems like, I'm going to duel her. But, like, that's a bit of a changing personality. Does that mean that Yusuke... Like, does that mean that... Does Playmaker just accept his challenge, or does he have a reason to duel it? Every person he's duelled so far has either been Knights of Hanoi, or he's been coaxed into doing it, or he's been tricked, or he's been trapped. He's never just gone, I'm going to duel that person, for the sake of dueling that person. And it's kind of implying that maybe he is doing that. I don't think it is though. Here's a little theory. Thanks to the preview, I can have something of a theory, and this is the theory. Maybe the reason that Ghost Girl was actually at the hot dog stand in this episode, maybe she's already sussed out who Playmaker is. She didn't give it away in the interview, but maybe she's already figured it out. Bit of a coincidence that she just happened to be there. I think maybe she's kind of sussed out who helped her. She's gone there, looked at Yusuke and gone, oh yeah, that kid's got the same fucking hair as Playmaker, and she's put two and two together. So maybe Ghost Girl contacts Playmaker and she's like, I figured out who you are. If you don't want me to tell everyone, you better come meet me here and accept my challenge. And maybe that's how the duel happens. That's what I can think. So far, Yusuke's only chosen to have a challenge, only accepted challenges from non-Knights of Hanoi people. If he had no other choice. In the Go duel, he was trapped. In the Blue Angel duel, she was possessed. In the Revolver, he was challenged by Revolver, and he had no other choice but to save Thingy, and Revolver's Knights of Hanoi anyway, so that's where he went. He had no other choice, and he even said, I'll only do a Knights of Hanoi. So the fact he's either going to be coaxed into it somehow, which is what the past 12 episodes have suggested, or they've just totally changed his character and done a shit on us again. But, you know, that's the theory. What do you guys think? Guys, overall, this episode was a waste of my goddamn time. Normally, let me tell you how I normally do these reviews, alright? I watch the episode on Wednesday when it comes out. I then watch it again today, the day after. I literally watch it minutes before I come to do this review. I watch it, it gets fresh in my mind again, I come up, I do my review, and I talk to you about it, and that's how I do it. I didn't do that this time. Why would I have to? I've watched every episode twice already. That means technically I've watched episode 13 24 fucking times. One fucking advantage this recap episode has had is it's made me realise something. I think I've been letting VRains get away with fucking murder. I really do. Because this episode was just so bad and bland and shite. I was sat there and I actually had a minute to go, actually, there are some fucking points about this show that piss me off, and I need to fucking say something. Number one is, why the fuck does Ghost Girl wear a mask? Yeah, why does Ghost Girl wear a mask? She's an avatar. That's not really her. Why does she need to wear a mask? Why does she need that extra coverage? Playmaker doesn't wear a mask. He just has different coloured hair, and that seems to work. She's got a different hairstyle. But even then, just because she looks like someone doesn't mean she's that person in real life. Why does she need to wear a mask? Oh, she's got the ghost mysterious motif. But why? It's unnecessary. She shouldn't need to wear a fucking mask. People already don't know who she is. What the fuck are you wearing a mask for? I know what you're thinking. Oh, but X, your favourite character Revolver wears a mask. Right, well, let me just stop you right there, you fucking piece of shit. Because Revolver, we all know why Revolver wears a mask, because his mask has the anti-flare protection system on. Another thing I really think I have to say it now, Ignace pisses me the fuck off. I was chatting to Martin about this, and he's really, he laid it out. He's only watched one episode, I think, or 2 episodes, but he's really made a good point about Ignace, and now that I have this episode to watch, to really think about it, Ignace pisses me the fuck off. I get it. He's the personality that Yusuke's lacking, and I kind of get the dynamic they're going for, but it's just too much. I get that he's a great AI, I get he's intelligent, and I get he realises how awesome he is, and he thinks he's as awesome as he is, and I get that that's what makes him arrogant, but there's a difference between being arrogant and being a complete cock, and he crosses that line entirely, and he has something to say every fucking turn. Every time Playmaker does something, and the character goes, "Why have you done that? Oh, you're gonna do that?" He's got to say something and be fucking smarmy as shit about it. And thinking back, it's starting to wind me up. It is starting to wind me up. I've covered other stuff like this. Blue Angel, I thought would be interesting. She might still turn out interesting, but the fact she's been a damsel in distress the last 4 fucking episodes pisses me off. And just stop ruining it. You can be good. And I swear to God, make this next episode good. You owe us that. You owe us that. Jacob thinks you owe us that. That's him. He thinks you owe us that. You owe us that. You owe us it. You owe us it. And not to... But the ruined. Jacob, do you agree that VRains needs to step up their game? Yes, you do. See, you nodded. That was a clear nod. I know. I dropped my phone. I dropped my card folder. End of the day, this episode was awful. It was rubbish, pathetic excuse for an episode. I'm holding back the swearing because my boy's here. And you know what? I just hope they make it up. I hope they owe it to us to make it a good episode. I'm not doing this. This is my son doing this with my hand. That's the light. That's my light. Can I do my review, please? Can I finish up? End of the day, guys. This episode was rubbish, and it was just pointless and unnecessary, and I would have just rather they did what they did a few weeks ago and skip the episode. If the continuation of the story wasn't ready, just skip a week. Don't worry about it. Anyway, that's all I've got to say this week. This is Jacob, my son. I'm xthedarkone. This is lowercase x. Mwah. Jacob, look at the camera. We're going to say goodbye now. Say goodbye. We'll see you next week, guys. Bye-bye. Oh.